Hi everybody, and thank you for watching. So this is how my body ended at week 2, and we're going to start week 3. So as I start my health reset to lose the weight for my cruise at the end of February, I've been really trying to eat clean and healthy. But there are going to be times where I am going to cheat over the weekend purely because I still want to have a social life and go out with my husband and friends. So I ended at 149.8. And so let's see what I ate throughout this week for week 3 of my health reset journey. So day 1 is actually a Saturday for me, and I have a jam-packed weekend of going out. So the first thing I did have in the morning was my protein bar. So I got this from Thrive Market, and I've just been eating it almost every day, every morning the minute I wake up because I'm starving. And then literally after that, probably about an hour or two after, I decided to finish off the sausages that I had in the fridge. And then I just had one egg with some cottage cheese and some spinach. So I'm just finishing off what was in the fridge. And then just to give it a bit more flavor, I did have one of those tomato sauce or ketchup before I basically had lunch. So late lunch, around 2 o'clock, we went to this sushi place, and they have this tuna cutting. It doesn't happen that often, but it was a very nice treat. And basically, as he was cutting it, you can order fresh sushi from him. And so we did have this tuna carpaccio, and then we did have also this tuna rolls with some salmon also on top. So I did share this with my husband and my son. We also had this huge tuna collar, which was amazing. And then we did finish off our night with these tuna hand rolls. So we were there for almost like 4 hours. I would say 3 hours, just watching it. And then as he cuts, then you can order. And that was basically all I had for that day. The next day, I woke up again and had another one of my protein bars. So like I said, I'm going to keep on eating this until I run out. And then that day, I knew that we were going to head to this Asian fusion place to have lunch with our friends. So this is kind of like a barbecue place. So all it is a lot of skewers. So we had some lamb skewers, we had some beef skewers, and then they had like sides of rice and fish and all that. But I tried to limit myself and just have mostly protein and less carbs. So this really filled me up as well. And this was like a late lunch, and that was literally all I had for that day. So I had a protein bar, and then I had really a bunch of these meat skewers. That night, I was not hungry at all. So even though I can go out with friends and I am still on my diet, I can really just figure out what I want to eat, and it does help. Okay, so the next morning, so day 3, we are on a Monday, and we had another one of these protein bars. And so I usually get 4 in a box. Check out my Thrive Market video, because I did post it showing you all the stuff that I did buy. And so these are the items I did pick up. And then as a lunch, my husband bought a rotisserie chicken from Costco. So I thought, you know what, let me make some quesadillas. So I had these kind of like tortillas in the fridge. One tortilla is about 110 calories. And I know I'm cutting down on carbs, but I thought, you know what, I need some kind of energy. So I basically had 2 of these quesadillas with some cheese. It's like 110 calories for a quarter of a cup. And I just had it with the chicken. So I just did it on the stovetop. So I have the tortillas, I have the cheese, and I'm going to top it with some chicken. And so I will show you what it looks like. So this is basically it. So very plain, nothing fancy. And then I did have some tomato ketchup along with it. I have 2 pack of tea, but I ended up only using one of them. And so that was basically my lunch for a Monday. And then for dinner, I decided to make this mushroom ravioli kind of pasta. So this was going to expire soon. So it says 2.5 servings. I did it over 2 servings. And so per serving, it's about 10 grams of protein, high in carbs, but that's okay. I did top it off with this fire roasted marinara. I didn't have to use all of this, so I still have some in the fridge. So I'm going to have to figure out what kind of other pasta I can make with this. And I had these little sausages in the fridge as well. I probably used maybe about 6 of them. I cooked all of it because I can also have this for breakfast. So I cooked all of these, but I only had 6 of them with the pasta. So I did cook the pasta. I basically topped it with some of the sauce and then also those little sausages. So that was my dinner for day 3. So it doesn't look amazing. Like literally I just had only about 2 or 3 spoons of the sauce, and that was enough. And the rest is in the fridge, so I'm going to have that on another kind of pasta another day. Like I said, I have been reducing my carbs, so having a little bit here and there doesn't bother me. Okay, and so as a snack for my dessert after dinner, I did have another one of my protein yogurt. So I get this every now and then. Every week I probably try and grab around 2 or 4 of them, and so I did have that to end the night. Okay, day 4, another one of these protein bars, and so I think I was almost done with those protein bars. I'm not sure if I had a couple more left from my other box. But yeah, you'll see come next week, I'm going to have a lot more other kind of protein bars that I'm going to eat. Okay, so for breakfast, I had another one of my oatmeal pancakes. So half a cup of cottage cheese, half a cup of oats, and then 1 egg. And that makes a good 3 pancakes, which I do top with a little bit of sugar-free syrup. So I do have a bunch of cottage cheese that I'm trying to use up, which is why you're going to see this very frequently in this video, because I'm just trying to use up what's in my fridge. I'm think it's going to be about a couple of weeks, and then I'm going to have to figure out what else I'm going to eat, or I might have to do a bit of shopping. So I've limited my shopping quite a lot because of what I already have in my fridge and freezer, and that's what I'm trying to use up. Okay, so for lunch, I finished off the pasta. So I just heated up in the same Tupperware that I kind of put it in the fridge, and then I just decided to cut up the sausages and also topped it up with a little bit of the pasta sauce. So that was my lunch. So it was quite filling. For an afternoon snack, I decided to have one of these granola bars that I did get from Thrive Market. I wanted to try it for the first time. So it's kind of like an almond granola bar. It does have a little bit of sugar, so only 1 gram of sugar, 4 grams of protein. So it's pretty good when it comes to reducing your sugar intake, but it's not a protein bar. So it only comes with 4 grams of protein, and it's 140 calories. I thought it was pretty good, so I did have that. And then literally for dinner, I wasn't that hungry, but I decided to have a ham and cheese grilled sandwich. So I do have some bread that I'm trying to finish off, and the ham that I did get. So you will see this a few times as well. I'm just trying to use up what I have in the fridge. Okay, next day, another one of my protein bars again. So I'm sure you're getting tired of seeing these, but I promise you, come next week, you're not going to see them anymore, because I did finish them off this week. And then for breakfast, I decided to just have some scrambled eggs with some cottage cheese. I did finish off the sausages, so I did cut them up a little bit. I topped it with a little bit of furikake just to give it some kind of a little bit more plating design, and then I did have some ketchup with it as well. So the breakfast that I just had, I actually had that pretty late, around 12 o'clock. And so this is going to be like my lunch/dinner for the rest of the day. So I had the leftover chicken from the rotisserie chicken from Costco that my husband did buy. So I cut it up and put it in the fridge, so it's easier for me to, kind of like meal prepping, easier for me to put it over a salad. So I did put it over this salad, and I also found this peri-peri sauce in my pantry that I got from Trader Joe's. I've never tried it before, and I kind of just put it all over my chicken. I'm going to tell you that sauce is so spicy. I put way too much on my chicken that my mouth was burning. I don't know what I'm going to do with this peri-peri sauce. Maybe I can marinate some chicken, but I'm going to have to kind of mild it a little bit with maybe some coconut milk or something. I don't know, but my lunch/dinner was actually pretty good, barring the sauce kind of did burn my mouth. Okay, next day, another one of these protein bars. And so, like I said, I'm going to have these every morning, and I'm going to switch it up the following week to see what else I can basically eat in the mornings. And then I did have another one of my oatmeal pancakes, and I did top it up with some of my maple syrup, my sugar-free maple syrup. So I do love this stuff. I actually got it from couponing. Okay, for lunch, my husband bought a bunch of these chicken quarters. He kind of boiled it and then air fried it. And so it was amazing. I ended up having it with some salad, and I do have my garlic dip. I didn't have this whole chicken. I did cut up probably like I maybe like had half of it, and then that was basically my lunch. So pretty good. This garlic dip is amazing. So if you can find that at Costco, I suggest you do pick it up. I did a bit of meal prepping. So I have these sugar-free kind of jellos that I got from my Thrive Market kind of delivery. And I thought, you know what, let me just make these up. So one packet is 4 servings, but really I'm just going to probably make 2 servings out of this packet here. And so I do have 2 of them, so I might as well make four servings. And that way I have them in the fridge, so whenever I'm hungry, I can just basically eat them. I ended up changing up the Tupperware to get some glass ones because I didn't want them to stain those plastic ones that I got from IKEA. But those are the 4 that I did meal prep, and I just have to put them in the fridge for about an hour. And so I did have one that day. I still have more in the fridge, so I need to start eating those throughout the week. And so this is what it looks like. I just basically had one that day, and I haven't had Jell-O in years. This was actually very sweet, sweeter than I expected, but I did finish it off, and I have 3 more in the fridge for me to eat. Okay, so for dinner, I wanted to finish off the chicken, so I ended up making a chicken quesadilla. Instead of using ketchup, I'm going to use this barbecue sauce that I had in my pantry. So what I'm going to do is actually heat up the chicken. I'm going to mix the barbecue sauce in the chicken, and then I'm going to put it in the tortillas. And so this is what it looks like here. So a little bit of a sugary fix because the barbecue is sweet, but that filled me up quite a lot. So I was really happy to have that for dinner. Okay, so it is the last day for the week, so day 7. I had another one of my protein bars, and this day my family and I decided to go to Disneyland. So I had this basically for my breakfast, and then for lunch I had another one of some of my husband's chicken quarters over salad with garlic dip, and then we were off to Disney. So I'm going to show you, I basically literally on the way to Disney kind of had one of these yogurts in the car just so I can have a bit of energy because all I've had today was the protein bar and a chicken and salad. So I did have one of these, 120 calories, 11 grams of protein, and I'm going to show you what I packed for Disney. So this is what I packed, but I did not eat all of this. I kind of cheated. I did have the banana. I did have the chocolate dates bar, but I did not have the protein bar or the tuna. So instead of having tuna and the rice crackers, me and my husband shared this carne asada fries, which was amazing. So we did have this, and I don't mind cheating every now and then as long as I'm still on track most of the days. And so just showing you a little bit of the fireworks at Disney. And so that's going to end my week 3. So this is what my body is looking like now. I'm not sure if you can see a difference when I am filming this, but I am noticing quite a lot on the scales and also on my clothes. So I am trying to focus more on my stomach, and so it is slimming down a little bit. And so let's look at the scales here. So I ended the week at 147.6. So I lost 2.2 pounds this week, which is amazing considering I did have a cheat meal the day before I kind of weighed in, but very happy with week 3. Let's see what I do on week 4.